Damn. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Two Brothers Mining here, back with another daily crypto news recap. So not so much crypto, but definitely ties into the space. So Lapsus, the group from South America that previously targeted Nvidia, has now struck at Samsung. Apparently was able to hack over 200 gigabytes of compressed data from Samsung servers, including confidential documentation, code, and other proprietary information. More specifically, they claim to have their hands on the Knox authentication code, biometric unlock algorithms, bootloader code for all recent Samsung devices, trusted applet source code, code behind online services and Samsung accounts, and more. So in the recent days, or last week and even into the week previous to that, this group Lapsus hacked Nvidia, stole a bunch of stuff, most knowingly being the unlocker for LHR for Nvidia cards for mining. And they've been trying to get $1 million for that unlocker, and it seems like Nvidia hasn't been up to the task of paying it. Lapsus the other day, to prove they're serious, released credentials of over 70,000 employees. So it seems like the hack definitely happened. To the extent, who knows, but to have 70,000 employee credentials seems like it may be as deep as they claim. And I don't think Samsung is really playing ball either, as Lapsus uploaded a bunch of stuff also to prove that it happened. Screenshots of C++ code, contents. The contents are available on BitTorrent. So if you're into that sort of thing, personally, I don't know what I'd be looking at, so not for me. Which brings up the more important, or I guess not the more important, but a good reminder to everybody: security. Nvidia and Samsung, two of the larger, if not two of the largest technology companies on the planet, right? And they're hacked. So who's next? I mean, if you can get past Nvidia and Samsung, who's to say that Apple or Tesla or AMD or Dell or Intel or any of those could possibly be the next ones. So just for your own personal security, keeping wallets safe, keeping your keys safe. Don't be downloading random stuff from websites or stuff like that. Just be smart about it. Dozens of tokens tumble as prolific developer Andre Cronje calls it quits. So this Andre guy was apparently huge in the DeFi space, along with frequent collaborator Anton Nell. They announced on Twitter that they were going to be calling it quits. Around 25 apps and services that they are terminating in early April. So a lot of these coins, let's see, Spooky Swap, Liquid Driver, Tomb, Geist Finance, that despite they were even loosely tied to them, have had a significant drawback. So I guess this Kronji guy is huge in the space. Personally, I don't know him. I don't follow a whole lot of the developing side of it. But if so, this is brutal. Seems like the guy was very involved, and the fact that he's now moving on could mean disaster for the space. But they do go on to say that a lot of what he worked on was a lot of that he was working on moved over to DAO, so a lot of it is open source. So what's coming down is really just front end things that anybody can pick up and develop. A lot of the actual infrastructure doesn't need him around to continue. So interesting. Wondering if anyone was involved with any of these coins or ecosystems. Let me know down in the comments. So 5 ways to minimize your crypto tax hit. Let me preface this, I am not a CPA or a tax expert. The guy who wrote this article claims that he is a CPA, but take everything with a grain of salt. I take everything to a CPA for them to do. I don't know how to do much of any of it. So number 1, take care to identify dates you acquired any crypto you sold. So the theory behind this, or not a theory because it is what it is, but if it's important to note that the IRS applies the same long-term and short-term capital rules to crypto as it does to stocks. So holding something over a year is considered long-term and dramatically decreases your tax liability for it. Big tax loophole for crypto losses. So this I'm not entirely sure on. I would recommend talking to a tax guy about it. But wash sales, which in the stock market means that you can't sell a stock you're holding for a loss and buy back in to claim a loss. So basically, you can't sell a stock or bond at a loss and rebuy the same stock within 30 days. They don't want you selling to take a loss on it and buying back in to hold the same amount of stock, but you're able to claim the loss on it. So in crypto, technically that doesn't apply because crypto is not a security, but personal property as claimed by the IRS. So you could theoretically sell your crypto. So for example, you buy Bitcoin at 50 grand. Bitcoin tanks to 30. You sell it at 30, buy it right back at 30 grand. Now you have a $20,000 loss that you can claim on your taxes. And apparently you can keep doing this with cryptocurrency to claim those losses because there is no such thing as a wash sale because they're not a security. Like I said, talk to a tax professional. I'm not going to advise doing this, but if you can do it, why not? Avoiding or minimizing the tax on airdrops. So basically this is saying the IRS did come out and saying that you will be taxed on airdrops at the time that you receive it. It says that the earlier you can claim your airdrop, the better, because typically the earlier you can claim it, the less expensive it is. The longer you wait to claim it, typically the higher in price it is and the more tax liability you will have for it. Maximizing deductions for mining. So this I am pretty familiar with. That basically you can write off all your equipment, you can write off your electricity, you can write off, if you use room in your house for it, if you're a business. Let me preface that. If you're a business, you can write off this stuff. Repairs, supplies, everything. So you can minimize your tax liability quite a bit from running it as a business. And then keeping accurate records. So this should go without saying. If you're running as a business, you need to keep your own records or invest in a program that will keep the records for you. So I personally use coin tracking. I can upload all the transactions from my wallet to there. It'll auto-fill in the dates, the prices at those exact times, everything. And then in a spreadsheet, I keep track of purchases from anything from, risers, cables, motherboards, RAMs, CPU, graphics cards, anything to do with mining. And then also electricity. Keep another spreadsheet, what I spend in electricity for the mining every month. So then when tax season comes around, I can hand all that stuff to a CPA and basically let them figure that out. But that's all I got. Oh, actually, let's take a quick look at the market. Slight drawback here. Hopefully we got some greener days ahead, but only time will tell. But that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you had a great weekend. Enjoy your Sunday. Stay safe and stay tuned.